Welcome back to DC-Cember, as me and my guests, Velvetjoker and Patrick Palen, continue through the top 12 DCEU movies.
Ah, shit. I told this all wrong.
I'm just gonna call it. I feel like this should have been retitled Harley Quinn, because this is more her movie than anyone else.
I love one more shot to see Margot Robbie portray Harley, and I really enjoy her portrayal. I love the beginning scene with the perfect sandwich, and of course the hyenas, which is great for me because I'm a huge Joker guy. So I thought it was a ton of fun. It again, it wasn't perfect. It had elements that were strong and elements that were not super strong, but it was kind of in the middle, more in the middle of my ranking list. Overall, a good time.
Yeah, same for me. It was like around the middle because, yeah, I do love seeing Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn. And I gotta say, I was really impressed with Ewan McGregor's Black Mask, just because I'm so used to him being normally good guys. Like, to see him be this psychotic monster, it's like, oh my God, like, Obi-Wan really went to the dark side on this one.
You're being a total coon on that fucking case.
I actually really like this movie. I'm very biased because, like, for me, in the DC universe, Batman and all of his supporting cast, those are my most favorite. For me personally, this one is actually I put this one actually at number 2. The approach they took with this movie felt very similar to James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie. It was just really fun to watch. And very different too, where he had a mostly female cast, so that was still also highly unusual. I think it was Cassandra Cain. I feel like they kind of did her dirty because the way they adapted her into this movie was very different than the source material. But yeah, I mean, you know, plus you don't have Jared Leto Joker in this, so I mean, that was smart on their part.
You mentioned Cassandra Cain, but even though it was so different from the comics, I got to give it to that young actress. That actually, Ella J. Bosco is Dante Bosco's niece. And I thought she did a pretty strong performance with the character that they put out in that movie.
I do agree.
Yeah, I liked how she did the character. I guess for me, because I know about her story in the comics, this is not the child assassin that becomes a scary Batgirl, but I do like they had a little Easter egg when she couldn't talk for a moment.
And it's nice to see Rosie Perez, but she's no Renee Montoya by any means.
Yeah, I am definitely open to more versions of that character, but I think we got Renee Montoya live action first before we ever got Harvey Bullock, which is kind of shocking, I suppose, because I think Harvey is still an older character than Renee, or maybe they were introduced around the same time, but
I think Harvey was around the 70s or 60s in the comics, and then because Renee, she started in Batman the Animated Series as an original character.
That sounds about right. And Ewan McGregor, like you were saying too, he really was a convincing bad guy in this movie, and actually really intense and kind of scary, which is such a 180 from like the Saint Obi-Wan Kenobi, like you said, that everyone knows and loves.
As much as I enjoy this, it did feel kind of weird that this is in Gotham City, yet Batman does not make an appearance whatsoever, because I feel like, shouldn't Batman be on top of this or something?
Exactly. I think I need a vacation.
As much as I like the roster, like, you know, seeing Black Canary and Huntress, I would have liked it if they brought in Barbara Gordon, Oracle, or something instead of Renee Montoya, but I understand they're trying not to make it like people close to Batman trying to make a team.
Do you think that they held off on bringing in Barbara Gordon because they were still holding out having the Batgirl movie, like all before that movie got scrapped and all that disaster?
That's a possibility, although seeing as how that movie involves Michael Keaton Batman, I feel like they may have done a slight reset to where maybe Keaton would be the main Batman instead of Affleck. That's the only idea I could think of, whereas to bring in Barbara Gordon Batgirl.
Yeah, but that does make sense why they would hold her back if they were going to use her for that for the Batgirl movie. So.
Or maybe they didn't even know yet. They're just like, we'll just hold off on this. Just don't even use her character. We don't know for sure what we want to do.
Yeah, because I feel like at that time, everyone was just like scattered. Everyone was just like doing their own story. And I gotta say, like, for the Huntress, she was just so awkwardly funny with trying to be intimidating. I couldn't find the right catchphrase after she kills someone.
You know who I am.
And even though I prefer like fan edit of what Black Canary should look in the movie, I do actually appreciate a more grounded version of her being a lounge singer, just getting too much involved in the criminal underworld. Plus, at least we got to see her use the canary cry at least once.
It wasn't much of a costume per se.
Yeah, I agree. It's very grounded.
Yeah, because Huntress didn't have much of a costume, at least not until near the end, and it's not even really matching to like what she looks like in the comics. I mean, maybe more recently, but not the traditional look, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
If Margot Robbie comes back, then hopefully Huntress and the Black Canary actresses, they'll come back too.
I wanted to be disappointed because I thought Margot Robbie was a good Harley Quinn. Not the most perfect, maybe a few notches better than Lady Gaga's version. I'm not going to hold out too much hope, though, because, I mean, if they didn't even keep Gal Gadot for Wonder Woman, then I'm imagining they're not going to be keeping Margot Robbie as well.
She had some great fight scenes in that movie. The fight coordinator in that did a great job. Like, there was the one scene where everyone realized that the Joker was not with her anymore, so they were all attacking her at once. And then there's the other scene when she's with Cassandra Cain, and she's just beating the shit out of people left and right.
Yeah, and I'm glad they brought in, like, with her using a bat, rollerblades, just to get around. This director, she knows what to do with Harley Quinn and really fleshed out her character a lot more than I say than any other movie with Margot Robbie so far in DC. And who knows? I mean, if they kept Viola Davis and John Cena as far as within this DC universe, then they might be able to keep Margot Robbie too.
Because I'm Harley fucking Quinn.
Thanks for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed the commentary, be sure to check out my guest podcast channels. Click the links in the description box to find out more details.